a powerful and deeply moving documentary titled The War of 33, Letters from Beirut. This isn't your typical war film. It's an intimate, raw, and emotional journey into the lives of ordinary people caught in extraordinary circumstances. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get into this incredible story. The devastating backdrop of the 2006 Lebanon War. And right from the first frame, you can feel the weight of what's about to unfold. We watch as a woman sits down to write a letter, hands trembling, words carefully chosen, knowing that this might be their last chance to communicate with loved ones. As they look out the window, the camera captures a city holding its breath. Then in the distance, explosions tear through the silence. War has begun. Phone call comes in. Frantic voices on the other end. Loved ones checking in, asking if they're safe. A woman gathers with friends, trying to make sense of the chaos erupting around them. There's a desperate energy as someone packs a bag, stuffing in essentials, family photos, and anything that represents home. Outside, soldiers begin patrolling the streets, their presence a stark reminder that normalcy has been shattered. We follow a woman through a market that once bustled with life. Now the stalls are empty, some destroyed. The camera doesn't shy away from showing the destruction reduced to rubble, streets scarred by violence. Yet amid this devastation, children play in the ruins, a powerful symbol of resilience that hits you right in the chest. As night falls over Beirut, we see a woman lighting a candle in the darkness, literal and metaphorical. The power is out, but this small flame represents something more, hope in the darkest of times. In moments of quiet reflection, we hear their thoughts through voiceover, reading from letters they've written and received. Then another explosion rocks the building. The woman rushes to help as emergency services arrive on the scene. There's a particularly touching moment when they comfort a frightened child, showing that even in war, compassion survives. Friends gather to talk, trying to process what's happening. But you can see the tension building in the air, the uncertainty in every face. However, what makes this documentary truly special is that it shows us destruction isn't the whole story. We witness neighbors helping each other, sharing food and shelter when resources are scarce. A man stands up in a group gathering, determination written across their face, raising a fist not in violence but in solidarity. They walk out into the streets with newfound purpose, and the camera captures the city skyline at sunset, beautiful and broken, just like the people in it. The film's title comes alive as letters become the heartbeat of the narrative. We see another letter being sent off, and then the emotional moment when a reply arrives. The woman's hands shake as they read words from someone they love, someone they fear they might never see again. Tears fall, but there's also a glimmer of hope in their eyes, a connection in a time of separation, love transcending the violence. Through these letters, we hear from men, women, and children's voices from different backgrounds, different faiths, and different neighborhoods, all sharing their perspectives on the conflict. Some letters are angry, some are scared, but many are filled with an almost defiant hope. One father's letter particularly stands out as he desperately tries to get his family to safety while writing heartfelt messages about the importance of love and resilience. It's touching yet absolutely heartbreaking, making you appreciate the small freedoms and securities we often take for granted. The film shows us people preparing to leave, saying goodbye to the only home they've ever known. There are farewell scenes with family that will absolutely wreck you emotionally. Yet even as characters step into uncertain futures, there's a sense of unity forming among the people. Crowds gather, not in protest or violence, but in solidarity, ordinary citizens standing together, proving that community bonds can withstand even the pressures of war. As the documentary progresses, the filmmakers masterfully weave together personal stories with the harsh realities of war. We see allies meeting in secret, planning not for revenge but for survival, for rebuilding. There's a powerful scene where a character makes a speech, not a political one but a human one, about what they've lost and what they refuse to give up. The crowd's reaction says everything, people cheering not for war, but for the simple promise of tomorrow. The genius of this film is that it doesn't just show you what war destroys, it shows you what war cannot destroy. The soldiers march in formation through the streets, a show of force and control. But the camera keeps returning to the people, showing acts of kindness, moments of laughter amidst tears, and neighbors becoming family, strangers becoming allies. One of the most sobering aspects is how the documentary makes you question what you would do in their shoes. Would you stay or flee? Would you fight or seek peace? Would you lose hope or find it in the smallest gestures? These aren't easy questions, and the film doesn't pretend to have simple answers. Towards the end, something remarkable happens. The atmosphere shifts. Hope emerges like a phoenix from the ashes, tentative, fragile, but undeniably present. The letters that once carried only fear and sorrow now speak of yearning for peace, dreams of reconstruction, and plans for the future. A man reflects on what peace truly means, not just the absence of war, but the presence of justice, security, and the ability to live without fear. The film's final moments are deliberately thought-provoking. As the woman shares their final thoughts, we're reminded that healing begins even as the scars of war remain. The documentary doesn't offer false hope or neat conclusions. Instead, it leaves us with lingering questions. What does peace truly look like? How do communities rebuild not just buildings but trust? How do people move forward when so much has been lost? The screen fades to black, and as the credits begin to roll, you're left sitting with a deeper understanding of the tragic yet powerful stories from Beirut. This isn't just a film about the 2006 Lebanon War. It's about the human experience of conflict, about resilience, about the indomitable spirit that refuses to be broken. The War of 33. Letters from Beirut is a masterclass in documentary filmmaking. It captures both the devastation and the hope, the despair and the determination. Through powerful imagery and those poignant letters, it creates an emotional journey that stays with you long after the credits roll. It pushes us to engage more with the world around us, to recognize that behind every conflict are real people with real stories, real fears, and real hopes. Yes, war is awful. There's no sugarcoating that. But this film beautifully captures the essence of humanity in the face of chaos. It shows us that even in the darkest times, love survives, community matters, and hope finds a way. If you enjoyed this recap, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about documentaries that tackle difficult subjects like this one. Until next time, take care of each other out there.